underrated new metal band for sure.
Every time I hear a Limp Bizkit song, I think, why don't I listen to Limp Bizkit?
There's no good reason not to listen to Limp Bizkit.
Somewhere along the line, I got this idea that it was uncool to listen to Limp Bizkit. I don't know why.
Same people told you to get vaccinated.
Fucking Fauci doesn't know music.
No, he doesn't.
Or vaccines. Real ones, at least.
Right. Or how to help people with AIDS.
Yeah. We'll keep this in. We're not going to cut this out.
I was hoping for it.
Well, YouTube policy, I think we can talk about it now.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was hoping we would keep it in.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a great start. We just start with Limp Bizkit.
It's been a while. You just had a birthday, huh?
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
What are you, 37 or something?
33.
What?
Yeah.
I was fucking around.
37? Switch the numbers. I'm 73 at heart.
Feels that way sometimes.
A little bit. I think I have the kidneys of a 73-year-old.
Really?
Maybe.
You ever get the stones?
No, not yet. I don't drink enough soda.
Or coffee, I hear.
Coffee does that to you too?
I think I heard that.
I drink pretty decent amount of coffee, like maybe 1 or 2 cups a week, nothing crazy. But like everyday drinkers, how aren't they just pissing pebbles?
1 or 2 cups a week?
Yeah.
So like
maybe.
So every now and then when you feel really tired, you'll have some coffee.
Yeah.
You go to Dunkin' or Starbucks or you brew
Dunkin'.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure if you were a real one.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, coffee gives me the jitters.
Does it really?
I can't drink coffee.
I don't know. Like I drink it, but like I don't drink it when I'm tired. So I don't really feel any effect from it.
Oh.
Like if I do drink it, it'll be like at a diner, which I'm probably there for breakfast, morning, just coming off of sleep.
Do you enjoy it?
I do.
Do you take it black?
Always.
Like your women.
Like my women.
You've been with a,
with a Nubian queen? No, not yet.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But I have been with a couple cups of black coffee.
Sounds hot.
It is. It's very hot.
I would hope so.
Yeah, man.
We just got done watching The Vitch.
The Vitch.
The Vitch.
Robert Eggers' first feature film.
Yeah.
Damn, that was good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I mean, this is the first time for you watching it. I've seen it. That's probably my 12th time watching it.
12?
Yeah, I'm a sick puppy.
You sat through that 10 other willing times? I mean, first one is the first one.
That's probably exaggerating. It's probably more like 9 times.
It's more like 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, I was afraid when I showed it to you. I was thinking, is this too much of a downer?
No. I mean, I was always pretty open whenever we would talk about him, how I wanted to watch all of his stuff.
Yeah.
So I was going to watch it eventually.
Right. We were going to watch The Northman.
Yeah.
But, which, I don't know. Do you want to watch all of his movies in order? Because I have all of them.
Doesn't have to be in order. No.
I have all. Okay. Because The Lighthouse is, I don't know.
You've mentioned that, like The Lighthouse, it's like a strange...
It's very artsy.
Right.
It's very kind of abstract, which is kind of cool. But at the time, it was a little much for me. I might be able to appreciate it on a second viewing.
Okay.
We'll give it a watch.
I'm with it, yeah.
But for now, we'll talk about The Witch.
The Witch.
Yeah, what are your impressions of The Witch?
It was intense. I don't know what I really thought going into it. I didn't know what to expect, so I can't really say like it exceeded or didn't, or I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing about the plot.
That's the best way to watch it.
Yeah, I went in completely blind. And was definitely satisfied. I was kind of happy with it. I enjoyed it.
That evil one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess there was kind of a plot twist, sort of, not really.
Which one?
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Oh, with the Black Phillip the goat being the devil.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of allude to it the whole time.
They allude to it, but even not really, because they have the twins mention that they speak to him.
That's right.
But every time they have any kind of like a shot focusing on something that's made to make you think this thing is evil, it's usually whatever's going on in the woods or that rabbit. But I think, because even when what's his name, the son that gets sick and dies,
Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah.
when he comes back and right before he dies, he's kind of spewing all this crazy stuff. He's mentioning all these different animals.
Mm.
And then we even see that one scene where the mom kind of loses it and thinks she's seeing her 2 dead kids. And then reality kicks in and she's just getting her titty sucked by the crow. So, like, the crow was probably evil. The bunny was evil.
Right, absolutely.
It might have even been just bouncing around to different things. Because at one point, I even thought the main character had a little something in her. And then, obviously, Caleb had something in him when he came back from the woods.
Mm.
And then when he was dying, the twins were, like, shaking around.
Mm-hmm.
So it was probably bouncing here and there.
For sure. I mean, well, the beginning scene when the witch smothers the battered baby's blood and guts all over herself. Yeah. The scene where she's gliding up with the stick towards the moonlight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She kind of takes the shape of a crow.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't bring it up when we were watching it, but when that shot first started, yeah, that silhouette was huge.
Yeah.
And then by the time, so the way the camera was moving, I guess maybe that's why I didn't bring it up, because by the end of it, yeah, it was a much smaller silhouette, and I just chalked it up to the shot is close to the object.
Yeah.
And was backing up.
Well, yeah, I think it's just subtle enough to where you kind of can infer that it's a crow.
Yeah.
It just, the way the silhouette is, you don't see feathers really. It's just, you just see so much of a silhouette.
Like a bird body, sort
yeah.
of. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But
it was genius.
I mean, by the way, that shot with the crow pecking at her breast, she's imagining she's breastfeeding her baby, but it's a crow instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the gnarliest scenes of the movie for me. When that happened,
that was the gnarliest.
Well, there's something so evil about it.
Not the gutted dog or the
not even that.
Or the lady
that was wicked though.
Or the lady walking deading herself with the dead baby.
That too, yeah. Just something about, she's imagining a baby. Right. Obviously, the baby's gone. You know that. Yeah. But then it cuts to that crow just pecking at her tit.
Right.
And she's just laughing hysterically. Something about that shot, just
so delusional that she feels no pain.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild too.
Yeah, it just gave me the willies.
Yeah.
But now thinking about the animals and taking shape of different animals, the beginning where the baby gets snatched, it's so fast. I mean, you can make it, you can logistify it as a witch magic. Mm-hmm. She was able to grab the baby so fast. Yeah. Without Thomason knowing.
She was a wolf.
She was a wolf. Exactly. Because they
talk about the wolf.
That's right.
Regularly that we don't see.
It. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. Very subtle in its presentation. I found. It's basically a basic kind of story we've seen many times.
Right.
A demon tormenting a family.
Right.
And whatnot. A witch being involved. But nothing. Animated, no like boiling cauldrons or silly hats. Sure. You get like the stick with the broom, but nothing like. It's very subtle in its presentation. Even when Black Phillip reveals itself as Satan himself, you don't see some transformation. You see a regular human foot and a goat hoof.
Right. Yep.
Just walk quickly at a low frame. Yeah, just perfectly encapsulating.
Yeah, and then he's super subtle in the background where now you see it's like a human form and you see him talking to her, because for the first half of that you just hear his voice.
Right.
And then you see him, and still he's so hidden you can barely tell that he has like a pencil mustache. And he looks like a Frenchman.
Yeah, like a conquistador or something.
Right. Yeah, he looks like the fourth musketeer.
Yeah, exactly. He does.
Right. No, it was rad. And then the way it ended was fun, because with these kinds of movies, you want so desperately a resolution or like some kind of happy ending where everything goes wrong. Your whole family fucking dies. You lost Black Phillip, and it's like I guess just human nature. You want something good to happen, and then it doesn't. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I liked it. I thought it was rad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she ends up going into the woods. She gives in to the devil. She writes her name in the Necronomicon or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Goes into the woods, and there's like 6 other ones in there. And they're all freaking out. They're headbanging, and they all start floating. Like, looks like a party.
Oh yeah, they're feeling themselves.
Looks like
hard.
my kind of party.
Oh, for sure.
That's the kind of party I want to have.
Mm-hmm. The saggiest tits I've seen at a party.
I
for
mean,
sure.
they looked pretty young. Some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
Some, you know, it was a good range.
Yeah. Witch tits.
Yeah, witch tits.
That's what they should have called the movie.
Witch tits.
The witch tits.
Black Phillip and the Tale of the Witch Tits. That would have been rad. But yeah, I mean, and then, you know, it was good. I liked it a lot. I gotta say, I thought it was interesting, and I enjoyed how good of a dad the dad was. You know, like in something like that, especially with a period piece, you would think the dad would just kind of be like like a hardened piece of shit,
Yeah,
like
just
overworked, and
Beating
just like
the shit out of these kids.
right, and just like let me just get over it. But like that dude really he so desperately wanted no more of his kids to die.
Yeah, he was trying.
He definitely
he was
was
failing throughout the whole movie, but he was trying.
from the beginning.
But part of it was his own ignorance. You know, he
Well, he didn't know they were moving next door to a witch.
sure. But something I noticed within the movie, you know, he talks so much of God and God's intentions and
Right.
how God is testing them, and that, you know, this is the natural way of God, but he's ignoring the possibility of Satan the whole time.
Hmm.
You know,
Well, I mean that's how strong in the faith that he was. He, you know,
right? It blinded him
right.
to the dark side.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. Brought it to his front door, and then Black Phillip dealt with him. I gotta say, as well, Tom Green's greatest performance I've ever seen in my life.
Kind of look like Tom Green. Wow.
Yeah, no, he looks a lot like Tom
As soon as
Green.
you said that, yeah.
Tom Green's greatest performance. It's this movie, and then I mean by the slightest margin, right under it is Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Yeah, Freddy Got Fingered is a solid top 5.
Haven't seen that one in a while, but that one
Yeah.
might be coming real soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was
Just
good.
do a Tom Green marathon.
I'm with it. He's got a new documentary coming out that looks pretty rad.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think the first thing I ever saw him in was Charlie's Angels,
He's in Charlie's Angels?
the OG one. Yeah.
Really?
He's the one on the boat with Drew Barrymore. He's like, Star Child?
Oh my God,
Where's
that's right.
Where's my Star Child?
That's right.
Yeah, he does look like Tom Green. Now I'm imagining Tom Green trying to do that role.
I feel like
Be interesting.
Tom Green's one of the few like comedic personalities who hasn't yet dipped into drama,
No.
and I'm kind of scared. Like it could mean one of two things, because most comedic people, when they do step into drama, it's like, where was this hiding? Look at this home run. And with him, he hasn't done it yet. So it either means he knows that he can't do it, which is fine. Not everybody can. Or he knows the power in which he wields.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably would have put on a much more, a much scarier performance. Like, let's say if it was him in this movie instead of the older British guy that looks like him, it would have been horrifying.
Yes. If he tried to do that approach,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if he could pull. I think he could do serious. It just depends on what it is. How serious is
Yeah.
it? I mean, Keanu Reeves is objectively not a good actor, but when he stays in his lane,
Right.
like Matrix, Constantine, he
Yeah.
sells it.
Yeah.
Dracula, he's putting on an English accent. Awful.
He was in Dracula?
Yeah, the Francis Ford Coppola one with Gary Oldman.
Oh my God. Oh, I don't think I saw that one.
I didn't see it, but I've seen clips of Keanu Reeves, and that's
Yeah.
enough for me not to watch the whole movie. But yeah, but you know, there's a role for everyone, but
Yeah.
he's definitely probably limited in his range. But you know, I could be wrong. You know,
Right.
I want to believe in Tom Green. I
Right.
think it would definitely he'd have a resurgence in his career if he did something a little darker. That'd be interesting. I'd be interested in seeing that.
Yeah, definitely. He should hit up Robert Eggers.
Yeah.
being whatever
I'm
he's
sure-
cooking up next.
Sure, Eggers is chomping at the bit to work with Tom Green.
Tom Green.
You know?
Who keeps putting peanut butter on my lenses? Meanwhile, and then like 4 hours later, when they get everything cleaned up, Tom just has everybody in tears from his performance.
Yeah.
He's like, "I earned my pranks.
That's right. Yeah.
Everybody, fuck off."
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. Yeah, The Witch came out the same year as Hereditary. I saw both of those movies in the theater and thinking I forget which one came out first, but I remember thinking these are very comparable movies.
Yeah,
And,
they both have that same vibe.
Well, you know,
Like an
dysfunctional family where a demon / witch is preying on them.
Yeah.
And things. I mean, Hereditary, they had no chance at all. I mean, the odds were against them the whole time. I mean, their whole life was constructed around this demon worshipping cult.
Yeah.
But you know, the concept of a hopeless family.
Right. There was an ugly kid in both families as well.
Yes.
I don't know who the ugly kid in this one was. One of the twins, maybe.
Yeah, they're both pretty ugly. I thought. Yeah, they were they were so annoying in that movie.
They
really
were.
got under my skin.
They were really fucking annoying.
I mean, that was the point of the movie.
Right.
I'm sure their characters. I mean, but yeah, really nagging fucking little fucking shits.
Annoying ass kids. Talking to goats.
See, I wanted to see them get slaughtered, which I assume they did, but they didn't. It was off screen.
They didn't even show the bodies.
Yeah, it was off screen, but I would have loved to see them get torn apart.
Yeah.
Out of all the characters in the movie,
I was interested in why they didn't show us, because like I mean, you know, they showed. I mean, they didn't show the baby, but they kind of showed the baby.
Showed enough, yeah.
You know, and like the dog. They showed the dog.
Yeah.
They showed. You know, I mean, Caleb, when he died, he just kind of just said a prayer and then died. But like, I don't know. It was weird because
well, maybe they were servants to Satan because they were communicating with him the whole time. So maybe they signed the same book. I'm thinking about
that would be pretty fucked. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Satan. You know, it's his whole shtick. But like, that'd be fucked up.
Yeah, maybe
Satan was like, "You guys want to come sign my yearbook?"
Yeah, maybe they're floating around with some naked witches as we speak.
Oh no,
probably inappropriate.
A little bit.
It is a different time. Maybe. What else to say? Obviously, the cinematography on point. Like most of the shots look like paintings, just portraits. Just,
long shots too.
Long shots, which I appreciate. Just I mean, there's a number of them I can list, but you know, one where he goes to that witch's hut in the woods.
Oh my god!
You just see her leg come out of the doorway, and she comes out. She got the Red Riding Hood and. That actress really sold it. The creepiest, unnerving smile.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
But
hot as fuck.
Dude.
100%.
Yeah.
Smash.
I mean, like I said while we were watching it, she would have gotten my ass too.
Yeah. Gotten in your ass or gotten your ass? Oh.
She could, whatever angle she wanted. She would have had me speaking tongues by the end of it. Just spouting out demon bullshit. Like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that scene is great. A lot of the landscape scenes or shots just pause, and I've been trained from other movies to kind of always look in the background.
Right.
So when those shots were on, there wasn't anything ever hidden, but I found it fun to look for it.
Yeah.
You know, I was always bouncing around. I was always looking at the different tree lines, looking at the floor, looking at the sky, looking for some kind of hint. Like, why are you showing me this for 15, 20 seconds?
Right.
And then it ends up being for no reason, but it was enjoyable.
Right. Yeah, that's how they establish the first shot when they get outcasted from the village and they're holding hands praying up to the sky, and you see the tree line and the you know, music swells that and just looking at the trees. Yeah. Really builds up that dread.
And then there were a few scenes where same thing. There's no edits, and it's just a long scene, and I don't want to say forces the actor to like get it in one take, but it kind of does. like the scene where the witch comes out of her little hut, that was all, one solid thing until it went to the kid.
Right.
Which ended up being another big long one that was in front of him, walked with him, panned around him. When the main girl kills her mom, that was like, it was just on her for that whole thing, or I mean most of it. And then even after she kills her, it just stays on her. And like you see it in movies all the time where big moments have a lot of edits and shit. They splice together 5-10 takes. And sometimes it looks good, and then sometimes it just gives you a headache.
Yeah.
But with this one, I mean, it gives credit to the actor as well as the director.
Totally. Yeah.
It just looked rad.
Yeah, it really makes you sit with it in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. A lot of takes I was seeing were just perfect. I mean, Black Phillip, the goat.
Yeah.
The goat.
The chillest looking goat I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the way they, trained that goat and composed that goat in those scenes was perfect. I was thinking particularly the scene where Thomason, she's walking to the barn, and it's a wide shot, and she's walking to the barn, and you see the goat standing by the barn, and the way the goat is perfectly still, it's turning its head a little bit, and then it goes into the barn,
right,
and then she follows it. Something about that scene is just so perfect. The way it was just choreographed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, really good looking flick. Minimal lighting, I like too.
Yeah, a lot of darkness.
Yeah.
In the house, the outside shots, even the daytime looked dark. It's great.
Yeah, it was a good vibe. It really, really took a story of witchcraft and demon shenanigans, if you will, and made it feel really grounded.
Yeah.
Like
it could really happen.
Exactly.
I could move next to a bog witch.
Yeah.
She could possess me and my family.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This movie felt like ye olden The Shining.
Totally, yeah.
Like everybody just slowly slipped into madness.
Yeah.
I thought the dad was going to kill everybody by the end of that movie. I don't know. Just everybody, a half hour, 40 minutes in, everybody felt crazy.
I know. Yeah, and the way they would frame him in certain scenes.
Yeah.
Where just for a split second you think, oh, is he possessed? Is he evil?
Right.
There's one where, Thomason is pleading with her father, saying that the twins they're in cahoots with the devil.
Yeah.
They talk to the goat, and he drags her into the house, and he's all hysterical, and he starts laughing. You see a shot from behind. You see the back of his head, and he starts laughing.
Right.
And you think,
right.
Oh
right.
shit, what's going on? But it's just him in his
going
manic
crazy.
state. Yeah, it's and the sound design of this movie was something else I was noticing.
Yeah, the music was intense.
The music and just the little noises, particularly in the scene where the three children are locked into the barn. The father locks them in the barn.
Yeah.
And it's at night. And you see that the characters are seeing something, but you're not seeing it. But you hear the sound of liquid trickling, and then it's so isolated.
You see that nasty
sound.
bitch.
Yeah,
eating on that goat.
Yeah, just sucking on them goat titties, and but yeah, just hearing that isolated sound is so unnerving. It's like, what the fuck are they seeing right now?
Right.
Yeah, very effective stuff.
Yeah. It's like the sound was its own character. For sure.
Yeah, man. Creepy shit.
But good creepy.
Yeah, not like...
not like Uncle Creepy.
Yeah, everyone's got that. Do you have a creepy uncle?
No. I only have 5 of them, though. They're all pretty cool.
That's a lot more uncles than I have.
Yeah?
I think so.
How many you got?
Actually, no, it's not true.
See?
I forgot about my father's side.
There you go.
Daddy wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably have actually like 6 or 7 uncles.
See?
I think
there
about
you
it.
go.
I don't know them though. You know what I mean?
Oh, all right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I got 5. They're all pretty rad.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I got a gay one.
I don't think any of mine are that.
Yeah. No. What else to say about the witch? The witch.
breakout performance, right? Was that Anya Taylor-Joy's first flick as well?
I think so.
Nice.
Probably her first mainstream
Yeah.
flick.
I haven't seen her in too much. I've seen her in that. I seen her in The Menu. Menu was pretty cool.
I saw that. That was cool.
Menu was rad. I didn't see Queen's Gambit.
I didn't either.
Heard it was good.
I did as well.
I don't know if this counts as seeing her because it's not her, but I did see Super Mario movie.
Oh, that's right. She's Princess.
She's Peach.
Peach. Yeah, she's fucking.
Yeah.
That was a funny ass movie.
It was pretty funny.
I liked it a lot.
It was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, same. It was enjoyable.
For sure.
Yeah, she's great. I think she's Argentinian, actually.
Yeah. I've seen a video of her speaking Spanish.
Yeah,
It's pretty
threw
rad.
me off. I mean, her exotic look. Now I kind of see it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not something I would have thought.
She's a white Argentinian.
Yeah, I guess.
A white blonde
aren't
Argentinian.
Argentinians just? Yeah, aren't they just kind of white?
Yeah, aren't they? Kind of German.
Right. That's right.
What are her uncles like? Well, no, she's young. Her uncles are probably Argentinian, but what's her grandfather like?
Well, didn't supposedly Adolf take off to Argentina?
That's the whole thing, yeah.
I see where you're
supposedly,
going with this. Yeah.
after the war, a bunch of the ones that didn't get hired by the U.S. to make NASA or die went to South America.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
Anya Taylor-Joy.
I guess
Joy in what? Capturing people,
certain
torturing
kinds of people.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I mean, how you gonna get ahead in Hollywood with
That's
a heritage like that?
That's true. Yeah. No, for sure.
At least these days.
For sure. Feel free.
Disney tried to warn us.
Right. I was gonna say, feel free, Anya. Reach out and correct us if we're wrong. But hit me up.
Yeah. Do a 23andMe for us.
Right.
For Matt and I, just to settle this argument. So we could sleep at night.
It's keeping me up.
I mean, hey, they're doing a hell of a job with NASA.
That's true.
I think they're
they're doing a real solid job.
They're doing a solid job. They're not all bad.
Nazis or Jews?
Both. Yeah.
Right.
Both. Now that you mention
There's some good people on both teams.
Fine folks on both sides.
Right. Oh man, look, some of them are just doing their job.
They gotta make ends meet.
Right.
We could all relate to that.
Yeah, I've done some shit I'm not proud of just to pay that phone bill.
Yeah. You want to get into it right now?
No. No, not at all.
Yeah.
I keep my secrets with me.
Good. Well, if you ever feel like it, the floor is yours.
Maybe at like the 5-year mark, I'll feel more comfortable and connected to our audience.
Yeah.
That I can share my secrets, my Nazi secrets.
Yeah. You're not so secret Nazi secrets.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to air out my dirty laundry on this podcast just yet.
Yeah, that's true. But it is early enough that if we do get famous, I don't think anybody will tread this far back to dig up bullshit on us.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Yeah?
They do it all the time.
Yeah, but, I mean, they always go far back, but they never go too far back. Nobody goes at the beginning. Right? Like, there was at least... Did you watch the supercut of Joe Rogan saying the N-word when they tried to cancel him?
Sure, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, they went back, like, years and years. I got to tell you, I've been listening to that show for a long time. There's like 3 extra minutes of... They just didn't go looking for it. There's a lot of early episodes, man.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If it comes up organically, I'm sure I'll...
Right.
But, I mean, I don't know. I never murdered or raped anyone, so I'm good there.
That's true.
I mean, I can't think of anything I could say that could literally incriminate me.
Right. I don't think I've done either of those things.
I'm a good Christian boy.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part. We all got a little evil inside of us. But,
we're all born with it.
Yeah, dude, that's what they talked about in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you saw how that ended up for them.
Yeah.
They didn't repent. They
did not
left the
repent.
church, and look what happened to them.
That's true. Stay in
Moral
church.
of the story: join the
Yeah.
church.
Join the church.
Join the church. Give them your money.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
At
Just
least
make
in
sure
that
it's the
little-
right church.
Right.
The Church of Scientology.
Xenu
Right.
is the god for me.
Yeah. Well, no, he's the bad guy.
Oh, is he the evil? Oh, is he Satan
Yeah.
in Scientology?
He's Vader.
Who's the good guy in Scientology? Is it just
Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Obviously.
Oh. So he's their Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
good-
my Jesus.
good-
Ask any of my friends. I fucking love Tom Cruise.
yeah.
I don't care who he prays to on Sundays. I fucking love Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
That guy jumps bikes off of cliffs and hangs onto planes and flies helicopters just so he could film his own stunts. Got to give it to the dude.
I agree.
He's a short king. He's making us all look good.
He is a short king.
Well, he's short for Hollywood. I think he's
He's
still
Hollywood short.
Yeah, he's still like an inch or two taller than me. I'm so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I'm 5'4". I think he's like 5'7", and he has to stand on boxes to shoot scenes with Cameron Diaz. But you know what? He hangs off of planes, so
Yeah.
right on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Good for Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Tom Cruise, I'd be trying to get with the fucking Amazonian chicks.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz. What's her name? What was the one he wifed up?
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Nicole,
That was
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, that's right.
Well, Nicole Kidman in the 90s, early
Yeah.
2000s, before all the Botox
Yeah. Mm.
stuff. She still looks all right, I guess. Yeah.
She looks all right, but like her face doesn't change. I mean, it's all the Botox and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're into that.
Yeah. It's my favorite part of any movie that I go see at AMC. Is that
They need to retire Nicole Kidman from AMC like yesterday. No, like 3 years ago.
heartbreak feels good in a place like this?
That's a good Aussie accent.
Thank you.
Because here they are. Oh. Yeah, that fucking quick
man.
little push in of her face gives me the willies
Yeah.
each time.
Yeah.
Each and every time.
It's like I'm seeing a horror movie before my horror movie.
Mm.
It's weird.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's been at least 5 years.
Since what? Since that ad?
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to say 4 or 5 years.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Well, they got to get their money's worth. They probably filmed it and
Sure.
and funded that like right before COVID and then lost 2 years of theaters.
I wonder what those royalties are like for her.
It's got to be pretty good, right? I mean, she's a big name. She can throw around some demands in the negotiating process.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to.
But at what cost? What cost to
The sanity of the viewers.
yeah, the modern movie-going audience?
Right.
We're sick of it, all right? We should put out a petition now.
Okay.
I wonder if there's one already. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one already going around.
Right.
Because, yeah, it's like I swear it's like a CIA torture technique they're doing on the American audience.
Take Nicole Kidman out of AMC. I think we can get a lot of signatures for that.
We get some traction for that, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Where do we start? Should we go, Instagram's the big one? Start on Instagram or Facebook?
I guess. I mean, TikTok's going away.
It is going away, huh?
I think.
Well, I mean,
it is, but then both administrations, present and future, have said that they're going to give it an extension. It has like a limit to be sold off or shut down or something.
Trump's going to bring it back. He's going to make TikTok great again.
Yeah. I mean, they say that it's because they don't want the Chinese to like have all our data and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's they don't even hide it. It's in the terms and service of the app, like very specifically, like, yeah, we, when you open this app, we are going through the device that it's on. In the terms and service, they say any devices on the network that you're on, like the Wi-Fi network, we have access to that. So like they're looking through your computers, they're looking at your other phones, like if if you're on it at home, other phones at home, all this crazy shit. And I can't help but think a much quicker solution to this. I mean, I guess maybe other than banning it, but you can't really. I mean, I get. You just tell the owners of the app, like, we'll let you still operate here where you make all this money because you have so many users in this country. If you just maybe don't do that.
And and I'm no fan of all that, of collecting my data. I don't want communist Chinese political powers having access to that. But I also don't want American ones either. The American government. And they're doing it as well, So I have a problem with that in TikTok, but they're doing it here in America.
Yeah.
What do I have to be more worried about? I don't know. I don't like any of it.
Yeah, me neither.
But Zuckerberg, Musk, they're all doing it.
Yeah.
You see he's Zuckerberg on Rogan. He's like, yeah, everything you knew what was going on with the censorship of information absolutely was going on.
Yeah. And
I just couldn't say it at the time. Can't say it at the time.
It was weird. He was on a few years ago, and he was kind of saying that too.
Oh,
but like this time around, he was much more like, yeah.
He's kind of dancing around it a bit,
right?
Like,
which is pretty weird. There should be a little bit more
transparency
of a response. I think, like, the guy that runs the show is saying, hey, these people hit me up and said, I need you to slow down stories or posts or any kind of thing about these topics. There should be a little bit more of a response from the American people, I think. Call me crazy.
That's not crazy at all. I mean, the FBI is literally telling Zuckerberg and his minions,
right?
Don't mention that this is not a real vaccine,
right?
Don't mention all the doctors saying,
right,
ivermectin is a valuable medication for the flu or flu-like viruses. Yeah, I could go on,
but that's not this kind of.
But that's not this kind of podcast. We're a podcast that talks about the witch. Anything left you have to say?
See, I told you it would come back around. What did I tell you?
That was a smooth transition.
There we go, man. That was good.
Yeah.
Damn, that felt good. That's the power of Christ right there.
It compels you.
Jesus brought us back.
Praise the Lord.
Praise Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Oh, man.
Double D
and Batman.
Yeah.
What a fucking stud.
Wow.
2 rounds with J-Lo.
And he's still sad all the time.
That man, because Matt Damon is his soulmate, and he's not with him 24/7. He's only happy when he's with Matt Damon.
That's what it is.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think so, now that I think about it.
He is only happy when he's with that man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him.
I've never seen Good Will Hunting.
No?
No.
I watched it once. It was like the first year of COVID. It's a good movie.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. I've seen the It's Not Your Fault. It's not your fault.
Right.
It's not your fault. Scene, but that's all I've seen.
Right. It's easy to make fun of that scene with not having the I don't want to say context, but like the build up of the rest of that movie, because it is a really goofy scene. If you just watch it on its own, it's it's a powerful, emotional, blah 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 blah. But it's a funny scene.
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
It's not your fault.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Yeah, rest in peace, Robin Williams, man.
God, he's been dead like over 10 years, I think.
I think so.
Point. Wow.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm going to celebrate his life tonight. I'm going to go home and watch Flubber. His best movie.
That little green slime bouncing around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You remember when it goes in the bad guy's mouth and shoots out his ass?
No, I don't. I don't remember much of that. I mean, yeah. I don't remember a lot of details of a lot of Robin Williams movies because those are movies of my childhood. I mean, Patch Adams, Bicentennial Man, Hook.
Wow, you just named 3 Robin Williams movies in a row that I've never seen.
Really?
Yeah.
You never seen Hook?
No.
Oh wow. What else?
Didn't see Hook. Didn't see Patch Adams. Didn't see Bicentennial Man.
I just think of this Family Guy sketch where it's Robin Williams like being Robin Williams. Like, oh, you know, I'm a pirate. Oh, and this kid just has cancer. He's like, please, sir, stop. Shut up and listen to my material.
You know what movie I did see from Robin Williams? That real super bummer, Jack.
Oh yeah, Jack. That was a bummer of a movie, but I love that movie.
No, I mean like bummer in the best way.
It's
like
sad.
it's not a bad movie, but
it's a tearjerker for
man.
sure. Yeah, when the fucking treehouse falls apart,
when he falls down the stairs and ends up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Every scene with J-Lo, like that movie is a fucking bummer.
I remember the good parts of that movie. I remember the
scenes
the
where
fun
J-Lo's
times.
not in it.
Yeah. I don't even remember that J-Lo was in that movie.
She's the teacher that he falls for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forget about J-Lo in movies.
She's like, "You 40, but you're like 7. I can't get with you."
Cause I'm still Jenny from the block.
Right. She's such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
She is a dog shit actress.
I just got a movie, The Cell. Did you ever see The Cell with her and Vince Vaughn? It's like it's a weird, trippy kind of movie about a serial killer, and her and Vince Vaughn are cops, and I guess they somehow invade the serial killer's mind through this
that sounds
technology.
Cool.
I don't even remember. It was a fucking like fever dream of a movie that I barely remember. But I just bought the DVD at a thrift store.
Nice.
For like $2. Yeah.
Wow.
Could be a trip. You want to make the next podcast a J-Lo movie?
Boy, I'm down, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, it'll be so bad it's good, baby.
I hope so.
Yeah, it won't be.
It won't be made in Manhattan bad. But
no.
I don't know. I didn't see that one.
No, it's yeah. It won't be enough.
I think that's the only J-Lo movie I've seen.
That movie's badass.
It's pretty cool.
She gets revenge from her husband or something?
Yeah, she beats the shit out of her physically abusive husband. Like, she learns how to box.
That's right.
And she, like, kills him or something. She fist fights him and punches him off of, like, a balcony that they have in their home, I think. And he, like, crashes through a table. I think she kills him. The movie ends before she can go to jail for manslaughter or something. I don't know.
Yeah, girl power.
Yeah, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her and all the power of her infinity stones of divorce rings. I think she's got like 6 or 7. She's got enough to put together an infinity gauntlet.
Yeah, she did Ben dirty, man.
Of course.
Yeah, that poor guy. But that's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood.
It's show business for you.
That's life.
That's life. As funny as it may seem. Some people get their kicks stomping on a dream. J-Lo. Ben Affleck's dreams.
Ben Affleck's dreams. J-Lo and whoever did his back tattoo are his worst fucking enemies.
As soon as I saw a picture of Ben Affleck's back tattoo, that told me everything I needed to know about that guy. He's gone through a lot.
Yeah, no, that told me that is a soul perfectly tortured enough to be the best representation of Batman that's ever come out. And I'll take that to the grave. He was in bad movies, but he is the best Batman. Laugh all you want.
No, I'm laughing because you're completely right.
That's my fucking Batman.
You're completely right. He had the tortured soul to bring within the character that all the other Batmen lacked.
Exactly.
They never went through all those Jennifers.
All those Jennifers, all those back tattoos. I want to see Robert Pattinson do that for the next movie.
Yeah.
Get a shitty back tattoo and date Kristen Stewart again.
Yeah.
Then we could sit down at the table, buddy.
Yeah, you got to go through it. Let's see you make Reindeer Games. Or Pat.
You know?
That was a great movie, though. You ever see it?
Nope.
They talk shit on that movie, but he was the bomb in Reindeer Games.
I heard he was the bomb in Phantoms.
He was bomb in Phantoms, too.
He was the bomb in
Phantoms. He's the bomb in everything, dude.
He is the bomb in everything.
Yeah. Pearl Harbor? Come on.
It's a solid movie.
I know.
A little too long, but solid.
Way too long.
So fucking long.
Yeah. I don't have time for that.
No.
Yeah, they make movies. Movies are too long, man. Like
that.
I think most movies you could tell the whole story 2 hours or less. Like 2 hours is a stretch too.
Yeah.
Maybe like an hour 40.
An hour 40?
I think most, unless you're Lord of the Rings, unless you're Star Wars, unless you're like these epics like Dune, you know, you don't really need a. I don't know. Pearl Harbor. It's like, well, just show me Pearl Harbor. You know, I don't need to see the stupid love triangle between you and Josh Hartnett.
Well, I think that happens at like the hour and something mark, and then the movie is almost double length after that.
Wow.
Of like you thinking Ben Affleck's dead, and
that's right.
Do they show what happens with him? Like I know he comes back and his homie's fucking his girl.
Josh Hartnett's the one who dies. That's right.
No, is it?
Yeah, Josh Hartnett dies.
No. I think it's Ben.
I don't
right?
think so.
Because she.
If we weren't using our phones to film this right now, I'd be Googling this because I'm pretty positive. Because I haven't seen this since I was 8, but I'm pretty sure it's Josh Hartnett takes like fucking 7 or 8 bullets to the chest, and he dies at Ben Affleck. It might be Ben. That might be Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I think it's Ben because he's the one who falls for her when he's like in training. Right? She's the one who sticks him in the ass.
What?
Yeah. With the needle.
Okay. I was like, that's a different movie.
Yeah. And then he supposedly dies, and then Josh Hartnett's hitting that, and he comes back. It's basically the plot.
Yeah, that happens, but then Josh Hartnett at the end gets shot up.
Oh, like he actually dies later.
Right.
I
think so.
Right.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
So I remember thinking, oh, you're my favorite. I like Josh more than Ben at the time.
You know, we all make mistakes. I mean, the plot.
You just had that boyish charm, you know.
Right. The plot of that movie, it's basically that Tobey Maguire, Jake Gyllenhaal movie, just set in World War II.
Oh yeah.
Because it's the same thing.
Dude, Tobey Maguire killed it in that movie, The Brothers.
Yeah. Haven't seen it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
But I want to. I've seen enough clips to know that, like.
Did you see his freak out scene?
Yeah.
Oh, then you don't need to see the movie. That's the best part of the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it all builds to that scene.
Nice.
You know.
He's good at freakouts.
Yeah.
He's also good at being a really good Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's got a lot of range.
A lot of range.
For someone who I haven't seen him in a ton of things.
In a lot of things.
Like, I don't know.
It all started with Fear and Loathing.
That's right.
He was the long-haired, bleach
albino
blonde,
dude. Yeah,
hitchhiker.
Right. Yeah.
Movies are fucking rad, dude.
Yeah. You got some adrenochrome on you. No, it's supposed to be Johnny Depp, but it sounded like Robin Williams.
No,
I guess they kind of.
Oh my god, are they the same fucking person?
Oh my god, dude! You ever seen both of them in the same room at the same time? I don't think so.
Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you just blew my mind. What a way to cap this one.